Hey, what's up, everybody? It's motherfucking too cold out. You know where the fuck I am right now? I'm in the CVS fucking drive-through COVID test line. Motherfucker, I'm not going to say too many details because I don't know what the HIPAA laws are here about what the fuck is going on, but bottom line, I need to go in, I need to get a COVID test and get some results, or else I'm going to be working from home for the next 10 days, which I sure as fuck don't want to do that. I am just happy this COVID test is free. It should take 2 days for me to get my fucking results back. I tried to come here earlier today and just walk in and get a fucking test, thinking, hey, you know, they got a drive-through fucking clinic. Why? Then they got signs outside that say just drive up through the drive-through to get your fucking test. Well, I drove up there. They told me I had to schedule the shit. So, you know, here I am 4 hours later. Schedule the shit for 4:40 in the afternoon, thinking, hey, I'll leave work from my basement, because that's where I'm working from now. I was like, I'll leave my fucking basement a little bit early before I'm supposed to get out of work, because this shit's kind of work related, right? I don't know, you tell me. So I'm here, there's fucking 22 cars in fucking line. When I came here 4 hours ago, there wasn't a single motherfucker. So I figured, what better time to spit out a new pod than right now. Y'all can kind of be here with me while I shove this fucking thing up my nose, and in hopes I test negative. It's funny, when I had to sign up to get my appointment, like at first they ask you, you know, about 5-6 questions to see, you know, if you have symptoms, see if you have insurance, see where you live, things like that. But initially what they told me is, oh, you do not qualify for the fucking stabby jabbie. Thank God I don't, because I'm never getting that motherfucker. You can alter your fucking mRNA all you want, but my mRNA is only going to get altered by fucking cannabis and alcohol. Maybe some cigarettes and some caffeine and maybe some fucking high fructose fucking corn syrup and some fucking vegetable oils and butter that I cook all my goddamn food in now. But I sure as fuck I'm not going to alter my own fucking mRNA with some man-made fucking solution for this Wuhan fucking lab virus created shit, not coming from a goddamn animal zoologically jumping to fucking humans. No, that is not what happened. This is a fucking weapon of war unleashed on us by the fucking Chinese CCP government. Anyone who is in denial of that, do some Google searches on China and their fucking government and their regime. Let's talk about the Uyghurs who are being fucking held in slavery to make these fucking Nikes that all these motherfuckers want to wear, along with processing all these chips that go into our new vehicles and our fucking Androids and our iPhones, along with the clothes that we wear, the cotton, which is fucking produced in that same territory, and it's just slave labor. That's how, one way, that China's been able to capitalize on this fucking market and go through extreme growth since, roughly, where are we at? September of 2019, leading us up until the bullshit that started to happen in America in late February 2020. Hashtag lockdowns, hashtag it's too fucking cold. Motherfucker, I thought my life was back to normal. I got an office job. I was like, I can get out the fucking basement. And then what happens? This shit happens. Now I'm trapped in a fucking house with a bunch of people that fucking hate me, and I just hang out in the goddamn basement. I'm hungry, I'm cold, and I'm thirsty. How the fuck's your life going? That's how the fuck mine's going. It's fucking excellent, but I am glad to have all y'all motherfuckers here. I had a big week podcasting this past week. We'll just say I put out a little rap session, a little rap song, providing that ear kink for everybody. Oh, you hear that? That's my low fuel light is on, along with my service engine soon, my anti-lock brake, my traction control light, my brake light, my low washer fluid light, and my service engine soon light. And my motherfucking clock radio. I can't adjust the time to be accurate anymore. When I adjusted it back last fall to move it back an hour or whatever, the spring hit this year and my motherfucking radio doesn't work where I can adjust the time. So every time I go somewhere, I look at my clock, I'm a fucking hour behind, and I never know what the fuck's going on. Maybe you could call me a time traveler. That's what the fuck we'll call this Buick beast, because the motherfucker doesn't even know what time it is. But y'all motherfuckers know what time it is, because y'all are tuning in to this episode of It's Too Cold for Sunday. God damn, that was a fucking intro if I've ever fucking seen one. I'm real glad to have all y'all back. That is no joke. You guys have been so supportive for the shit that I'm doing. I was thinking about something the other day. I don't know where I'm really going to go with this right now, but I had this thought. What if, before you got into a relationship, you were allowed to hop on Google and get a fucking recommendation from this person's past relationships? You could rate that motherfucker anywhere from 0 to 5 stars, just like a fucking Google review. You could read the goddamn comments. You could kind of see where progress may or may not be made. You could actually read the replies to the comments, and it could be like an open dialogue between two people that you don't know. One, you're trying to get in a relationship with, or maybe you're trying to get out of a relationship with, all due to the fucking comments. Well, that's kind of like what this fucking social credit score bullshit is that we actually have going on in our country right now. China's been doing this. China has the facial recognition. They have smart cities where on every fucking telephone block, they can recognize your face, whether you hide it or not under a mask. That was part of the fucking experiment, is if they mask the fuck up, can we still identify this motherfucker through his, your iris print, which is similar to your thumbprint. No one has your same thumbprints or fingerprints. No one has the same eye print. I don't know what the technical term is for it, but China was able to confirm that with their technology, they're able to do that. This all kind of goes back to their social credit score. I mean, you can't talk shit about the government. You can't think a certain way. You can't discuss things with certain people. Certain people are blacklisted. Certain people have opportunities that others don't. Certain people are born into these opportunities, kind of like what the fuck happens here in America. The fuck is up, man? And we're kind of going towards that model. And if you don't think we fucking are, where the fuck do you think we're going? If we're not going towards a social credit score model in America, where are we going? We're not going backwards, we're only going forwards, and forwards is only the way they want to take us. We're on a fucking conveyor belt, just being force-fed like fucking sheeple, going down the goddamn conveyor belt till we meet our own fucking slaughter. You know what? Healthcare is a number 3. Actually, let me rephrase. What would you call it? Medical malpractice. Not even medical malpractice. Medical, what's the fucking term I'm looking for here? Let me phone a goddamn friend. Medical error, I think, might be what I'm looking for. Medical error is the number 3 leading cause of all people in America. The same motherfuckers that are supposed to be helping to save our lives is actually the 3rd highest killer of us. And we want to fucking turn our lives over to some healthcare system that's going to be shit. Yeah, maybe you can get some penicillin and some aspirin. You won't have to pay $150 for a fucking visit. Maybe you can like telecommute that shit and get your fucking prescription filled like over a fucking Zoom call or something. You don't got to pay out of pocket. But when the shit hits the fan and shit matters, these doctors fuck up because they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and the ones that do, we can't afford. It's a fucked up society we live in. Oh, Jesus Christ. Man, there's something else I've been noticing here. I'm in charge of getting all the food for the house. Every day I run out, I'm either going to go to the grocery store, cook something, or I'm going to go, pick something up and do carry out and bring it back home. But I've been eating kind of a lot of these Chinese foods. Because there's not a goddamn thing wrong with Chinese people or Chinese foods. This shit is fucking tasty. But there's one thing that I fucking noticed about these Chinese restaurants that maybe some of you guys need to pick up on. They may have some inside information, because even though the Indiana mask mandate is expired and it's over, and most restaurants, depending on where you go, they won't make you wear a mask the whole time you're in there. But these Chinese takeout restaurants put a fucking note right on their door. It's not just 1 or 2 or 3 of them. It's fucking all of them that I go to. They put the note on the fucking door saying that you must wear your mask at all goddamn times. And when this shit fucking kicked off and I got fucking scared, February, March, April 2020, the people that I wanted to be around were some fucking Southeast Asians, man. They're the ones that had been through some shit, seen some fucking disease. If I was at Walmart, I was going to stand next to them, because I was like, I need some of their fucking immune system to fucking be shot the fuck into me through this air virus. But whatever they got, give it to me, and maybe I'll fucking be able to fight through this shit a little bit better. But nowadays, the tables have fucking turned. They're a little bit more cautious. And why are they cautious? Maybe it's because they are a little bit more tightly connected to the CCP and what they are, and are a little bit more weary that this is an actual bioweapon and this is an act of war that has cost not only more lives than probably any other war that has ever cost in America to Americans through a fucking Cold War, which isn't even a fucking hot war. It's a fucking virus war. They've killed more people than have ever been killed, okay, over the last, 14, 16, 18 months, depending on how far back you want to go. They've fucked up our economy more than it has ever been, costing people their livelihoods, their job, leading people to fucking suicide, leading people to depression, ruining relationships, altering lives. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer, and there's a fucking divide in our country. And how did this happen? A fucking virus from Wuhan that Dr. Fauci based his fucking career on was to fight these types of COVID bat viruses, and sent millions of fucking dollars to this lab in terms of fucking grants and research, even though these same types of fucking research programs that were happening in the United States got shut off by Obama because he didn't think they were fucking safe, but he allowed Dr. Fauci to just send that shit to fucking China. How much fucking safer did you think it was gonna be in fucking China? I don't know. Hindsight's 20/20, and when you look back at a lot of this shit, it's like, oh, that makes sense, that makes sense, that makes sense. I can connect the dots here, there, every fucking where. I can draw a goddamn picture of the fucking United States flag with all the goddamn dots I'm connecting, and I get that not... If you're just an everyday person, you wouldn't have connected these dots to be able to see into the fucking future, but if you were one of these super elite, if you were a fucking intelligent officer within this great fucking nation, or fucking any nation that's not even this great, but if you were in intelligence and you could not have seen this coming, if you were in biomedical research and you didn't understand that this was a possibility that was very likely to happen, especially sending that shit to China where they have this fucking lab that gets documented for fucking safety failures time and time again, having an undertrained staff that basically from the time of birth they were selected to go into this field because they were not an athlete, they were not a peasant, they were not a fucking soon-to-be war hero, they were not born into the politician family, they were born into the fucking family of learning how to do biomedical research, and that's just what their life was going to be forever. From the time they were a baby until they fucking die, that's the fucking peasant ant that they are supposed to be. And you think these motherfuckers give a fuck about their job? Yeah, they can easily get replaced and downgraded in some shit that sucks a little bit more. But at the same time, you don't have upward mobility. Working harder isn't going to get you anywhere. I mean, just kind of going through the motherfucking motions, and who gives a fuck if you're safe here or there within this fucking lab doesn't mean shit. It just makes you so you don't get fucking disappeared by the CCP government. Just go in there, do your job to whatever level of effectiveness they expect you to do it, so you keep your job and they don't fucking kill you. What the fuck's that gonna do to your mentality? And that's fucking safe. That's the safer alternative than having that shit be housed here in America and paying motherfuckers millions of dollars to do this research here within America, actually paying them in their payroll that much money to keep the shit safe. And if they suck at it, hey, we'll bring in the next guy. We'll pay him this fucking money, but this is going to be the safest goddamn lab in the fucking world. Maybe that's where we should have been studying these fucking bat viruses and all these other deadly viruses. Maybe it should be at the fucking CDC, the fucking facility down in Atlanta, basically the facility in Atlanta that can fucking bring on the zombie apocalypse if they choose to do so, because that's the kind of power that they yield. What do they say? Something like, what's the fucking saying? Uncontrolled power is ultimately uncontrolled. I don't fucking know what I'm saying. That's not really the statement, but you get where I'm going with this. That shit, as fucking horrible as it is, that shit should have been kept in America. We probably realize that now. We're back to giving this lab more money, I believe. I believe we're giving it to them. Actually, if you want to know, specifically, DARPA was one of the agencies that was giving money to this lab. The National Institute of Health, National Institute of Aging, which I've done research working under grants for both those agencies within our government, were funding this lab. Dr. Fauci himself, if you do your research, his entire career has been about preventing these types of fucking epidemics, pandemics from happening, and he is the number one guy in charge of the whole funding process for all of it. If you wanted to speak out against what he was doing, your research for everything was going to be shut down. You had no choices but to go through this guy. Something like 98% of all fucking grants giving out to the medical community were in one way or another attached to this Dr. Fauci motherfucker who would go on TV, fucking ridicule the American people, tell us we didn't need masks, lie to us for weeks, say he lied to us because he had a better reason, it was better for our own good that we didn't fucking wear them. All the goddamn Republicans said, fuck yeah, we don't fucking need them. Fuck yeah. Well, actually, in the beginning, the Republicans were okay with wearing them. This motherfucker, who's just supposed to be a medical professional, said we did not need them. And then we went through fucking 6 months, 3 months, 9 months, a year of this fucking backlash over these fucking masks. And you know what? I was wearing a goddamn mask when this situation happened. This is making me go in this CVS pharmacy to get this fucking nose test. And it's a fucking do-it-yourself test. Where are they going to fucking watch me? Are they going to measure the 1 inch I stick this fucking stick up my goddamn nose to ensure that I'm doing this properly? Why don't I stick this motherfucker, like, in, not even in my nostril, but on the side of my nostril they can't see because I'm sitting in my fucking vehicle. If I really want to cause some fucking havoc, I could pass this goddamn test if I needed to fucking pass it. If I really said, fuck this shit, fuck what's going on, I would fake this shit. This shit is easier to fake than a goddamn piss test to get a fucking job at motherfucking McDonald's. That's where we are today. Fuck it though. Hey man, I'm gonna put this on pause. I'm still waiting in this goddamn line. I'm behind this goddamn white Buick Enclave, looking a lot nicer than my 1992 Buick Century Regal. Barely works, won't shift out of fucking third gear. If I'm lucky, I can get up to 50 miles per hour, but it only takes me 3 minutes and I have to be going downhill. That tells you about where my life is right now. It's a fucking train wreck. But I hope yours is too, because if yours wasn't, you're only listening on this pod to hear the bullshit that I got because you got the good life and you like to hear about how you got the good life and I got the bullshit. Or option B, your life also sucks dick and we're on a comparable level and you somewhat appreciate that I ain't no fucking better than you, which I'm not. I'm not better than any single goddamn motherfucker on this planet. In the middle of my COVID test. Other side.
Alright, check it out. Now you're going to open up your tube. There's liquid in that tube, so be careful when you open it. When you put the swab aside, there's a break line that's on the swab close to the tip. You're going to stop at that line, then the tip, then the swab.
Do what?
Put it in, you see a break line? Right there. Now bend it and twist it off. Drop that, that's the tube back inside that plastic bag.
In this one?
No, the tube, not the stick.
Oh.
Alright, make sure all the air's out that bag so it's not broken and then zip it back up for it. You're going to put just that plastic bag inside of this white box to my left, okay?
Okay.
Over here. Once you drop it inside, there's a wipe inside of that brown bag. You're going to use that wipe to wipe the box down after you drop your test inside. That brown bag is your CD. It does have the information on how you get your results on the front.
This white box right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shit, I got motherfucking tested. I only picked you guys up halfway through the test, so you guys didn't get all the instructions. How the fuck's open this bitch? Oh, there we go. Throw that motherfucking test in that little white box. Take my little wipe down the fucking white box, even though it's raining outside. It's raining on the bitch. Wipe. Throw that shit away, and then here in 2 motherfucking days, I should know what the fuck is going on with me. Know if I'm asymptomatic or if I'm about to develop some fucking symptoms, if I'm about to beat this fucking flu too or not. Anyway, that was very not climactic. I was hoping for bigger, better things on that, but I'm glad y'all could get tested with me when y'all got to drive through that CVS fucking mini clinic. Remember me. Hit me up on the gram. Hit me up on Twitter. Hashtag live live now. One way to get at me. That's my IG and my Twitter. Hashtag too cold or hashtag too cold for Sunday. I'll find you. I'll see what y'all got to say. You all talk your shit. I'll talk it right back to you. It's been real. It's been a good 20 minutes. Here coming soon, just to keep you guys all up to date on future plans, I'm going to be having an NBA regular season / NBA playoff preview with my boy, JDL. He's going to come up on here. We're going to discuss what's going on in the NBA. We can get back to some normal shit, not do this dumb shit that I've been doing. No more rap songs, no more trying to be funny, no more fucking COVID test. None of that. Straight sports. Can't wait to see you. Stay tuned, y'all. Peace out.